It's my life and I can do what I want to, yeah, yeah. I make time for the things I like, yeah, yeah. Baby, we can do this all night, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you only live once, live like that.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another girl talk. You guys seem to really like my girl talk videos, and I really do enjoy making them. So today's topic is going to be focused more on relationships and depression and anxiety. So yeah, I just kind of woke up this morning and I was like, I want to make a video today, but I want to make like a good quality video, something to sit down and like actually talk about. So I thought about this and I thought this was really good to talk about. So without further ado, we're just gonna get started. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and please hit the notification bell so you never ever miss an upload. And we're gonna get right into this video. So starting off with talking about relationships, my view on relationships is, I don't know, like I kind of feel like a lot of people, especially teenagers, they feel like they need a relationship, they need a boyfriend, they need a girlfriend. Like honestly, like I feel like as a teen, we can be so wrapped up into what society makes us think that this is what happiness is, this is what we need, this is what's going to complete me as a teenager, or I'm going to find my soulmate as a teenager. And it's honestly, I feel like from experience, not saying that relationships are bad as a teenager, but honestly, I currently am in a relationship. I've been in a relationship since I was 14, but I feel like I wouldn't push a relationship on somebody who isn't like mature enough. Relationships take a lot of maturity, it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of understanding, it takes a lot of growth. And it's like when we are 13, 14, 15, 16, we're still trying to find ourselves. We don't really know who we are yet. We just really trying to explore and things like that. Most of these boys out here, like, they really don't want you for you. Like, they're very immature, they're very childish. All they want is really to just have sex with you, and then after they have sex with you, they don't care anymore, or they think that's cute, or they just want to treat you like crap, and they don't really care. So honestly, like, my advice would just be to focus on you. Find things that make you happy. A lot of females, they depend on their significant other to make them happy, and you should never ever depend on somebody else to make you happy. You should never ever depend on somebody else to complete you. You should be complete. You should be able to be content enough to be by yourself. You should complete yourself. Never depend on somebody else to complete you, because you never know, one day they could wake up and they can just be like, I kind of just don't want to be with you no more, or for whatever reason they may cheat on you or whatever. And then that's like a part of you is gone, and then you're going to lose yourself because you depended on them so much for your own happiness, and you should never do that. So my advice is, like, if a lot of people, they be looking for relationships, they don't want to be single, they think the single life is boring, XYZ. Honestly, I don't think the single life would be boring. I think the single life will give you the opportunity to really focus on yourself. Think of it, if you're single, you don't have to worry about anybody else. You don't have to think about what anybody else is doing. You don't have to worry about anybody cheating on you, texting other people. You don't have to worry about that. You honestly can just focus on you, boss up, get your money up, get a job, do whatever you love to do, find a new hobby, focus on you. And as you get older, girl, and especially now, like, we're young, like a lot of us aren't really ready to be in a relationship, and that's okay. Like I said, you do not need a relationship. Honestly, my advice was just to be focused on you. If you're in school, focus on school, stay in your books. If you're in college, girl, college life is crazy. Half of those relationships don't last anyway. So just, focus on your books, focus on getting your degree or your diploma or whatever it may be. And then after that, after you graduate, then start to think about, a man, and not boys. You want a grown man who's going to treat you like the queen that you are, and that isn't going to cheat on you, isn't going to belittle you, isn't going to make you feel like you're nothing. It's going to make you, he's going to kiss the ground that you walk on, like, because you deserve that. You do not need to settle for none of these immature, childish boys that really only want one thing, and then once they get that one thing, it's like they don't really care anymore. So yeah, no, I can go on for this topic. I can go on this topic for a long time, but basically that's kind of like my view on relationships. Like I said, I am in a relationship, but you know, I don't want young girls that watch me feel like, you know, since she's in a relationship, I need to be in one too, or relationship is what's gonna make me happy, or like stuff like that. I don't want y'all to think that that's what y'all need to be whole, because it's not. But yeah, with relationships, we're gonna talk about cheating. Like, cheating, these dudes really be out here, they will really try to play you. Like, they will really try to play you like you got like clown or like goofy goober on your forehead or something. Like, if you are in a relationship, I just want to say, you know your worth, know what you are worth, and know what love is. A lot of people don't really know what love is. Love is not making me feel bad. Love is not cheating. Love is not not trusting. Love is not a secret. Love isn't any of that. Know what love is, and understand what it means to love others, and understand what it means to love yourself. And if you're in a relationship with somebody and they're cheating on you, you should have enough love for yourself to say, you know what, I don't deserve this, you know, I deserve better. You gotta love yourself, and if you have to know your own self-worth, like, and it really takes, you know, it might take being by yourself. That's why I said being single, probably it really isn't that bad, because you get the time to grow as your own person. You get the time to, you know, upgrade, you know, change, have a change of like mentality, because sometimes it really does take that to really love yourself and understand who you are as a person. So when you do get ready to be in a relationship, you know what your boundaries are, you know what your your worth, and you know what you're going to allow versus what you won't allow. So never let somebody try to blame you for things that they did. Never let, like, if somebody cheats on you, okay, say you're in a situation where your boyfriend cheats on you, either he's texting other girls or kiss somebody else, have sex with somebody else, something like that. Never let him blame you for his cheating, for his actions, because whatever y'all may be going through, maybe y'all having a tough time in your relationship, or y'all arguing a lot, or whatever it may be, and he goes behind your back and he's sexting other girls or entertaining other females and stuff like that, and he tries to blame you for it because of whatever y'all been going through. Baby, let me tell you something. These boys, they are they can be very, very manipulative. They would try to make you think that the reason they're doing something is because of you and your fault. That man, he knew what he was doing. And if he really cared enough about fixing y'all relationship, he wouldn't even be thinking about other girls. He would be so focused on you and bettering y'all that he wouldn't even, it's never your fault. It's never your fault. Whether if somebody's cheating on you, never blame yourself. Like, it's him. Like, it's him, it's not you. Because boys will really try to manipulate females and think that, you know, they weren't enough, that's why I had to cheat on you. Baby, you're always going to be enough. He wasn't enough within himself. Like, he didn't love himself enough to love you enough and respect you enough, so he had to go find that in somebody else, because he's not whole as a person. And that's just period. You are always going to be enough. Don't never let anybody make you feel like you're not enough, because as long as you do your part, God watching, and God don't like ugly. He's seeing that he's cheating on you. You let him cheat, and leave him alone. Don't go back, because they will try it, and that's not what this is. That's not what we gonna settle for. Never. So that's kind of like my take on relationships and stuff like that. Yeah, so we're gonna move on to talking about like depression and anxiety and things like that. So I feel like in my family, anxiety and depression isn't really something that many people, I don't want to say that they don't really take it serious, but they don't, I don't think they're really, I think many people are ignorant to what depression and anxiety actually is. It can come in different forms. It's different levels to depression. It's different levels to anxiety and things like that. Honestly, I feel like people aren't educated enough on signs and symptoms of being depressed or having anxiety and things like that. Me personally, I feel like for years I have suffered from anxiety, just because of like personal reasons that I don't really want to get into, but for years I have suffered from anxiety, and for a while I actually was very, very depressed for other reasons that I'm not going to speak on. But my advice is, like, if you feel like you're going through something, I know this may be like kind of cliche, but honestly, do not keep it to yourself. Do not bottle it up. You really need to talk to somebody, and I want y'all to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to cry. If you feel like you're going through something, my best advice is to really just talk to somebody, whoever you feel like you can trust with all of your emotions and everything that's on your heart. Just go vent, whether that's your friend or your best friend or your cousin or your mom or your grandma or whoever. Vent to them, and you know, let it off, get it off your chest and cry it out and whatever, because honestly, people may not realize it, but actually talking about your problems will really help you move past them. If you don't talk about them and you hide it and you just try to bottle it up and put it away, it's only going to get worse over time, and then one day you're just going to blow up, you're going to explode, and it's going to be 10 times worse than what it really had to be. And if you feel like you can't trust anybody with your emotions, or you feel like you can't go to nobody, honestly, I would just say pray to God. Like, literally pray to God. Like, I believe in God. I know not everybody believes in God or prays or whatever, but me personally, I believe that God is so real. And if I'm going through something, or if I'm not where I really want to be mentally or in life, I pray to God. I give it to God, and I pray that He handles it. I keep my faith, and that's really all I can do with that. But yeah, if you're going through something, know that it's okay to not be okay. We all have our moments where we know we need to take a step back and focus on us and things like that. So if you're depressed, you know, try to just find little things that you can do to make you happy. You know, maybe if it's going for a walk, just try to make more time for yourself, and make more time for focusing on yourself and doing things that you love to do, because I feel like sometimes we can put everything else first. If you have like a lot of things going on, if you're worried about money, or you probably have kids, or you're in a relationship, sometimes a lot of those things can get really overwhelming, and we forget that we are important too, and our mental health is important too. And sometimes you just have to take that step back and, you know, make time for yourself. Go get your nails done, go for a walk, take a bath, take a nice bubble bath, drink some wine, or just do something, or go on a girls' night. Whatever is something that you can kind of like, you know, take a breather and kind of just forget about all your problems and things in the world. Just do that. And yeah, hopefully, you know, that works. I know for me, when I was going through like my depressed stage, I kind of just tried to focus on things that I love to do, like YouTube, you know, try to just take my mind off of everything else that was going on, and really just pray and focus in my books. And as time goes on, you will heal, but it does take time, but you will heal eventually. So that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope I made some sense. I hope this wasn't like all over the place. I just kind of wanted to make like a little sit down girl talk video for y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any more questions or anything, if you ever need to vent or talk to somebody, you can always DM me on Instagram at ANAIYAFOREVER. My social media is always in the description box. So if you ever need somebody to talk to, or you're stressed out, or if you need advice, please DM me. I do DM back. I see all of my DMs, so Don't be scared to DM me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.
I need you to put a rush up on it like August. Get a ticket for me, I got it, that's ballin'.